that. My phone case matches the glove box.
Huh, crazy.
As an extremely seasoned automotive journalist,
That's what we are.
I'm going to tell you a little story. Welcome back to the channel.
Yep.
1981.
What was in 1981?
The greatest thing that has happened.
Is that when you were born?
I was born.
Ah.
You know what happened as far as, there's Miata. As far as cars go in 1981,
What happened?
for the sake of the story, nothing. You want to know what happened in 1982?
What?
For the sake of this story,
Nothing.
what happened in 1983?
The first Porsche 944 was made.
So this is a time in Porsche's history when they are starting to go away from the 911, if you can believe it.
Really?
They're canning the 911. It has run its route. It's like every American car in history, besides a select few. They're moving on to front-engined transaxle cars. 944, 928,
924 was still being made.
968.
Was the third generation, so to speak, of the 924, 944 series.
1983. The very car that we're sitting in, well, not the very car we're sitting in, the 944 came out.
Yep.
Fantastic. Almost a true 50 to 50 weight balance.
Yeah, it's very, very close. I think it's like 49.7 to 50.3 or something like that.
As far as turn 5 goes, that's 50-50.
Yeah.
Want to happen in 1984?
What happened in 1984?
This exact car came to life.
It's
Sans the Momo steering wheel, which makes it absolutely a joy to drive.
It feels great, the Momo steering wheel. This car came out in 1984, like we said. It is wonderful. It is quick, agile, and amazing.
You don't see many of those race trucks on the road.
No, no you don't.
Look at that.
It's a digger.
Hola. Alright, so we are stuck behind a conversion van currently.
Yes.
Which doesn't feed into our free-spirited driving.
No.
On one of the greatest roads in at least northern Minnesota.
Yes, for sure. But it's all right. We get to talk to you.
So in 1984, this car came with
143 horsepower.
You have any idea on the torques?
No idea on the torques. Hey, you let us buy it. Thank you. And
so it has some torques.
some.
What else you got for this?
It weighs around 2,400 pounds. And with it being 50-50 weight distribution and a modest amount of horsepower, it's great. It's a lot, actually. It's a very, very big engine. It's a 2.5 liter engine, making 143 horsepower.
2.5 liter. So if I remember right, this is actually half of the 928 engine.
Yes.
They cut it in half
And gave half of it to the 944.
which is a very smart business decision because they have these motors, right?
And they've already designed
Two
the
for
motor.
one. Oh, should we make a 928 or should we make two 944s?
Probably two 944s.
I mean, I guess it's not exactly how it goes.
No, I don't think it is.
It's fun for our story.
Yeah.
So we got, what do you got for mods on this?
I have
We got
a different steering wheel.
Beautiful Momo steering wheel.
I have a radio on it, aftermarket, so you can plug in your cell phone and listen to your own music. And I do believe that's as far as the mods go on this car.
Besides, which we will show you later, the seats from a 911.
Yes, the 911 seats, they hold you really well.
They are fantastic. Everything else is stock on this car, and it drives like a car much newer
Yeah, you would not have any idea it's a 1984. It handles well, and it feels Miata-esque.
And it does,
handling.
which makes me think we should probably do a comparison video.
We probably should.
As different as these cars are, this and the Miata, they're very similar.
They are.
And realistically, they're about at the same price point.
They are. This is a very cheap car, and if I were one of you guys, I would recommend it for you.
It's a really nice and smart way to get into the Porsche lifestyle.
Well, a lot of people aren't a huge fan of it, but once you drive one, you'll know why the people that are fans of it are fans of it.
I like the exhaust.
It sounds good. We'll give you a clip of that later. What else is in here? I know it's got air conditioning. Somehow that thing blows cold still.
That is insane. I am still a little bit warm because it is about 80 some degrees.
I think
today.
it's over 90 now.
We don't have the air on super high.
No.
Like every 944, something to watch out for. You do get cracks in the dash, but they make these
Covers.
form-fitting covers for the dash, and it just makes it look racy. I mean,
Yes.
this car, if I was to say a word, it is racy.
It corners better. So you start going around the corner and you're thinking, all right, this is too fast. And it just happily says, this isn't fast. This is what I was designed for. Those Porsche engineers got it right with this one.
You got a sunroof.
I'm not going to use it.
I wouldn't use it. The Achilles heel of older Porsches is the seal around the sunroof.
They leak if you use them too much, but oh well.
For us, we'll keep it shut.
Yeah.
Everything works.
It's amazing.
Power windows.
They work. Look, the windows are rolling, and then they roll back up. It's a miracle. It's a miracle.
AC blows cold. Lights work fantastically. Oh, shoot those up.
Look at that. You can see them.
How fun is that?
It's amazing. They're not the brightest thing in the world, but I feel like that's probably what 1984 was giving.
For the most part, this is a daytime driver, though.
Yes. Take it out on a nice day like today, cruise, and have a blast.
All right, well, what do you say we show them a little bit of the outside?
We will.
I really like this car.
Me too.
You did a good job.
Thank you.
Our favorite mark.
Ah, that's your
My favorite mark.
Mine's another prancing horse.
Here is the exterior of a 1984 944. Throughout its production run, the styling did not change much at all.
Little bits of the grille, or not the grille, but the front bumper area and the rear bumper changed ever so slightly with the different trim models.
You had phone dial rims.
Were an option, or the black ones we have here.
You had, I think, like a makeshift Fook.
Yep. It's got multiple different paint schemes. This one's a gray. It looks amazing in it.
Which I find it to be absolutely fabulous. And like, I really like the GTS trim package, hence my Cayenne GTS. This is about as GTS as you could get.
Because it's got black everywhere. The rims are black. Every little piece is black for trim that isn't painted.
Just looks so cool.
A lot of people disliked the way it looked. They said it wasn't a Porsche. Well, I'll agree with them that it isn't your traditional
Well,
Porsche.
it is not a 356 and it is not a 911.
It's not that curvy, it's more boxy. But it's still got good curves in it for the way it is.
I'll tell you what, a Cayenne is not traditional. A Panamera is not traditional.
This was just the first one that broke the tradition. And I think it is gorgeous.
I think it's fantastic. Come around to the back, something that I really noticed. Porsche likes to put their mark on things.
They say it twice back here.
So you got, if you're really close to somebody, you got Porsche written in the spoiler and Porsche again in the back bumper. This car is phenomenal, and it is probably one of the greatest deals that you can find. This one has to be, if not the, one of the absolute cheapest Porsche 944s in the entire country.
Yeah, if not the country, it's for sure in Minnesota that runs and drives.
And it's definitely the best looking one. Do you want to tell the viewers what we paid for a true Porsche?
I'll tell them what I paid. I paid $3,800 for my 944.
That is value right there. You cannot find, granted we got our Miata for free,
but you
quote
can't
unquote,
find a sports car that is sorted, fun, and will start every time you ask it to for $3,800.
It's absolutely phenomenal. You did an excellent job on this.
And you're probably not going to get one as good of a deal as this, but even at $5 grand, $6 grand, $7 grand, this car is what I would say you should buy for a sports car.
If you want a really fun car, 944 is the way to go, and it's fairly cheap. Reliable. These 944 engines are bulletproof.
And they're super cheap to fix. So I would say that. And it's got a 0 to 60 of 7.9 seconds. That's not good in today's standards, but it was good back then.
And the top speed was somewhere at 130...
137.
137. I mean, that's phenomenal.
That's faster than you need to go.
Can it get there 36 years later? Maybe not. But I'll tell you one thing that it can do. It can go on these twisty, turny canyon roads.
It is a canyon carver, guys. It is perfect for canyons.
All right, you know what I want to hear? I want to hear a little drive-by.
All right.
That we did not mention, and now that I'm driving it, I can definitely tell one of my favorite features of the 944.
What is it?
Is the steering input. It is very heavy. You are working out to drive this car, but that's what makes it so great. It's you're in touch with the front wheels and the ground. I can feel a pebble. I can feel, if I go over the center line, I can feel how many layers of paint are on there.
I think you're a little excessive there, but I completely agree.
I mean, it is just a phenomenal car.
It really is. It's great.
I would say one thing, and we'll compare the two at some point, but one thing that the 944 has over a Miata is
the Porsche badge?
Well, the Porsche badge, but the noise. It sounds visceral.
It does. You are right.
It's absolutely phenomenal. Well, why don't we wind through this a few more times?
All right.
And say goodbye to everybody?
All right.
All right. Well, hey, as always, thank you guys so much. I'm going to try to do your part. If you like the video, click like. Make sure you hit subscribe. We're trying to subscribe.
Yeah.
But I can't subscribe again. I've tried. It just doesn't work. So like it, subscribe, awkward high five. Thank you guys very much for tuning in.
And we'll see you next time.
All right. Until next time, want to hit them with a...
So perfect.